Do you know how a spacecraft moves through space? Do you know the history of spacecrafts? If you don't, we have got them. Hello, guys, welcome back to our channel Space Mysteries. Today, as per the suggestion of a viewer, we will discuss spacecrafts and their use. Before we talk about spacecraft, let's say, what is a spacecraft? A spacecraft is a vehicle or machine designed to fly in outer space, a type of artificial satellite. Spacecraft are used for a variety of purposes, including communications, Earth observation, meteorology, navigation, space colonization, planetary exploration, and transportation of humans and cargo. History of spacecrafts. A German, the Fifth II, became the first spacecraft when it reached an altitude of 189 kilometers in June 1944 in Peenemünde, Germany. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite. It was launched on 4 October 1957 by the Soviet Union. It also marked the start of the space age. Sputnik 1 was launched during the International Geophysical Year from Site No. 15 at the 5th Tyuratam Range in Kazakh SSR, now at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. The satellite traveled at 29,000 kilometers per hour, 18,000 miles per hour, taking 96.2 minutes to complete an orbit, and emitted radio signals at 20.005 and 40.002 MHz. While Sputnik 1 was the first spacecraft to orbit the Earth, other man-made objects had previously reached an altitude of 100 kilometers, which is the height required by the International Organization Fédération Aéronautique Internationale to count as a spaceflight. This altitude is called the Kármán line. In particular, in the 1940s there were several test launches of the V-2 rocket, some of which reached altitudes well over 100 kilometers. Types of spacecrafts. Crewed spacecrafts. In this type of spacecraft, astronauts are taken to the outer galaxy. As of 2016, only 3 nations have flown crewed spacecraft: USSR or Russia, the USA, and China. The first crewed spacecraft was Vostok 1, which carried Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin into space in 1961 and completed a full Earth orbit. The second crewed spacecraft was named Freedom 7, and it performed a suborbital spaceflight in 1961, carrying American astronaut Alan Shepard to an altitude of just over 187 kilometers, 116 mi. 5 other crewed missions were using Mercury spacecraft. Spaceplanes. They are spacecraft that are built in the shape of and function as airplanes. The first example of such was the North American X-15 spaceplane, which conducted 2 crewed flights that reached an altitude of over 100 kilometers in the 1960s. During the shuttle era, 6 orbiters were built, all of which have flown in the atmosphere and 5 of which have flown in space. Enterprise was used only for approach and landing tests, launching from the back of a Boeing 747 SCA and gliding to deadstick landings at Edwards AFB, California. The first space shuttle to fly into space was Columbia, followed by Challenger, Discovery, Atlantis, and Endeavour. The Endeavour was built to replace Challenger when it was lost in January 1986. Columbia broke up during re-entry in February 2003. Uncrewed spacecrafts. Spacecraft operated through humans on the Earth without a crew is known as uncrewed spacecrafts. Example: Progress, uncrewed USSR Russia cargo spacecraft. TKS, uncrewed USSR Russia cargo spacecraft and space station module. Automated Transfer Vehicle, ATV, uncrewed European cargo spacecraft. H-2 Transfer Vehicle, HTV, uncrewed Japanese cargo spacecraft. SpaceX Dragon, uncrewed private spacecraft. Tianzhu 1, China's uncrewed spacecraft. Cygnus, uncrewed commercial spacecraft. And that's all for today. And if you liked the video, do not forget to subscribe or give me a like. And wait for the next video. Thanks for watching.